This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Right, hope you're all having a great start to the weekend. Of course, it's Friday. Weekend is upon us. So, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you touch that subscribe button as if you've just been given permission from the woman of your dreams or man of your dreams, however it may be. But either way, don't go overboard with it. Just touch it until it goes from red to subscribed. Now, there's an article here, and I'm going to put it in the description box for you. Go have a read after you've finished listening to this video. And it's Shelly FINKEL, and he's given us all some positive news that the Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder or Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fights could be announced within the next couple of weeks. And we'll get straight into Shelly FINKEL's statement. I had dinner the other night with DAZN chief John Skipper. We discussed the Joshua fight, and I also have been in touch with Top Rank. We're working on that, and those three fighters, Deontay will be fighting all of them in succession, which we will hopefully work out in the next couple of weeks. In the next 2 weeks, everything will be done. It will be said publicly what we're doing, and I believe the UK fans will be happy. These two fights are too important for the fighters and the sport. They both will happen. When it's ready, a fight will be made. Bob Arum will make a fight with us. That's not an issue. And we can do something with DAZN also. They are not issues. There is not an issue with DAZN. There is not an issue with making the fight. I had a very, very good rapport with John Skipper. I believe the fight will happen. I believe the fight will happen with John. And I'll work with Eddie and Barry at the time. Shelly FINKEL's statement. So, what I got out of that was everything's going good, right? And as I said before, I'm not being negative about it, but as I said before, everything has always been dependent on the feelings of Shelly FINKEL. Does he get on well with John Skipper off DAZN? Yes, in which case he's quite happy to make the fight. If he doesn't get on with Eddie Hearn, then he's quite happy to block the fight. I've said it time and time again, this just proved it. Now, moving on from that, as I said, that wasn't really a dig as such. But good news, right? That he's willing to work with Eddie Hearn and Barry Hearn too. He's willing to work with Bob Arum of Top Rank and get the fights done. Now, as far as him saying in the next 2 weeks, what could that possibly mean? Could it mean that they're going to be fighting next? Obviously, Joshua's still got to get past Andy Ruiz. And of course, Tyson Fury's still got to get past Tom Schwartz. You never know what's going to happen in boxing. But all going well, does that mean that he's going to be making the fights with Joshua for next? So Joshua versus Wilder next, Wilder versus Fury next. Who knows? It could be that. Who knows? And I would imagine out of the two, Deontay Wilder's preference will probably be Tyson, purely for the fact that he's less likely to get knocked out. That's my honest opinion on it. But that aside, listen, I don't care which order it comes in, but ultimately I'll prefer undisputed. Well, actually, no, not really. I would actually prefer Dillian Whyte to be fighting Wilder. That's the absolute truth of it. But if we're not going to get that, then listen, I'm all cool with the Anthony Joshua fight. Of course, I love that fight. I've been wanting that fight for a long, long time. Or the rematch with Tyson Fury. It's all cool. So it could be saying that, right, so in September, we're going to fight Tyson Fury. In April next year, we're going to fight Joshua, or vice versa. Or it could be, well, we're still sticking to the plan, which is we're going to be fighting Luis Ortiz next. We're going to be fighting Adam Kalnacki after that, if everything goes well. Then we're going to fight Tyson Fury. Then we're going to fight Joshua on these dates, or this kind of rough time zone. Even if that is the case, worst case scenario, at least then we kind of know. We know we're not going to be sat here 5 years later still talking about this damn fight. For me, I want this fight now. I want it yesterday. I want it done and dusted. Preferential will be Dillian Whyte against Wilder, okay? Because I do believe that Dillian Whyte beats him. Hey, that's my opinion, right? I'm entitled to it. So that's good news, right? That he is at least looking to make the fights. Will they be next? Who knows? But at least, hopefully, we get at least some kind of stamp on it, some kind of certificate, some kind of medal to say, here you go. This is when the fights are going to happen. But this is at least the plan. At least then we know. So for me, big up Shelly FINKEL. But of course, he has done this before. Just as one more slight little dig at him. He has done this before where he put out a statement. We have agreed all terms with Anthony Joshua and the fight will be in the UK. We've agreed the fee of $15 million. They get a contract and they don't sign it. So we have been here before. Hopefully this is not something that isn't going to happen. I want these fights done ASAP. You guys do too. I'm tired of all this big talk with it. I want to know when they're fighting. If the fight's happening next, perfect. If we have to wait, how long we got to wait? Hopefully all these answers will be given to us, right? Anyway, article in the description box as always. Go give it a read, click a thumbs up to this video, and as I said before, if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do so. Catch you all on the next video.